Hello, I'm Dr. Greg Ketchum, principal of Talent Planet, a leadership development and media production firm. And I'm joined today by Dr. David Frank of the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. Welcome, Dr. Frank.
Thank you, Greg. It's a pleasure to be here.
May I call you David?
Please do.
All right, good. I understand you and your colleagues are working on a new and very promising targeted form of cancer therapy. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, well, I'm privileged to run a laboratory here at Dana-Farber in addition to taking care of cancer patients. And we're trying to develop new types of drugs that will be more effective in treating cancer and cause much fewer side effects.
Okay, that sounds like a very good thing to do. Now, why would our viewers, why would they need to know about something like this kind of new development?
Well, Greg, as you know, cancer affects pretty much everybody. And in the United States, every day we lose about 1,500 people to cancer. So
Wow.
although advances have been made, it's really a terrible disease that takes a huge toll. And so we need to find more effective and less toxic ways to treat this disease.
Okay, well, as a cancer survivor myself, I'm completely behind what you're doing. Now, David, how is this different from what's been done before with the diagnosis and treatment of cancer?
Well, what we have done is really try to understand at a molecular level what distinguishes a cancer cell from one of our normal cells. And we've identified a protein, which we call STAT3, which becomes activated in cancer cells way out of proportion to its normal function. And so we're developing drugs to target this abnormal protein, specifically in cancer cells, where we think it will be extremely effective and cause almost no toxicity in normal, healthy tissue.
Wow, that would be the gold standard. It sounds like it's more like a single shot than a shotgun spread in terms of trying to treat cancer.
That's absolutely true. As you know, we have chemotherapeutic drugs which have been around for decades that kill all rapidly dividing cells. They can kill cancer cells, but they kill many healthy cells too. And so you're absolutely right. It's more of a guided missile approach. Target the abnormality in the cancer cell, leave the healthy cells alone.
Now, that sounds fantastic, David. Now, in my experience, people usually get involved with worthy efforts like this because of some personal meaning. What's the personal meaning here that has drawn you into this kind of work?
Well, I've been privileged to be an oncologist for many years. I really find a lot of satisfaction in taking care of cancer patients, but clearly we need better therapies. And it's not uncommon that a patient will ask to come and visit my laboratory. And one patient in particular, a man with advanced cancer, came with his wife, and he saw all of these scientists working to develop new treatments. And he said, gee, how long will it be before these treatments from your laboratory will be available to patients? And I said, oh, it'll still be quite a few years. And I could see his face drop because he recognized it wasn't going to help him. And that caused us to accelerate our efforts to identify drugs that we can get into the clinic as rapidly as possible. And we're developing clinical trials, taking things right from our laboratory to patients. And we're really hoping this will have a major impact in a short period of time.
Well, that sounds fantastic. Now, how can our viewers get involved?
Well, one thing is clear, and that is the advances we've made have come built on biomedical progress that have been made for years. And so biomedical research at every level is critically important to these types of advances. So I encourage your listeners to be aware of how our government and private foundations support research and to be advocates for that. And then at institutions like our own at Dana-Farber and other cancer centers, be involved, be aware, and help support those efforts.
That sounds fantastic. Now, if they'd like, our viewers would like more information, where would they go to find that?
They're welcome to come to the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute website. I have a webpage there. The National Cancer Institute and other agencies also maintain information about the research that we and others are doing.
Well, like I said, David, as a cancer survivor myself, this is very exciting, and I wish you all the luck, you and your colleagues. I've been talking with Dr. David Frank of the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute about a new and very promising targeted form of cancer therapy. David, thank you so much for being with us today.
Pleasure being with you, Greg.